Hey everybody, this is Abraham coming to you from the Government Contractors Association. In today's training videos, I'm going to show you how to sell capability videos. So our training topic will be the sales process for selling capability videos. And so from here, I'm going to go and just dive right on in. So we've got a live session in terms of people here at the office, but outside of that also we've got I'm recording the session here so that we can replay it to everybody else. So let me shift over to the sales process. And where is that image? Here it is. Let me do it here. Okay, so this is the sales process that we're going to be going through. So let me zoom in a little bit. We're going to go through these steps here. So first we're going to address the leads, and we're going to provide you leads as well as we're going to show you how to get more leads, and I'll go through that in a second. Step number 2 will be how to do research on the prospects, because not all leads become prospects. And after you do a little quality check on the company and quantification of see where they are and see how well prepared they are to do business in the government space, and what you're trying to identify their weaknesses and their pain points, and so that when you're talking to them you can know how to pull those things out of them so they can see their own pain points. So that's what the research is for. And once you get good at the research, it's only going to take you about 5 minutes to do research before you make the phone call. And then at that point you're going to go ahead and call them. And in the phone call, you're going to ask them, hey, we're going to have a phone script that you're going to go through. But at the end of the phone script, you're going to ask them, are you in front of the computer? And they're going to say yes or no. If they say yes, you go to step number 4. If they say no, then you go to the email. And I'll show you the phone script also in a second. Then step number 4, you're going to say, well, if you're in front of your computer, go to govmediamarketing.com. You're going to take them to govmediamarketing.com. Once they're there, you'll say, hey, watch that video right there. And they're going to watch the video. And then you're going to say, do you understand why video is so important? And then once they answer yes or no, they should say yes if they're open to the conversation. If they're open for helping them to win more government contract, they're going to say yes. Step number 7, you're going to say, hey, so how do you feel about, do you have a video? You're going to have a quick dialogue with them. You're going to engage them, try to probe them a little bit so they can start to see where they are, where their weaknesses are. And, that's just more of you gauge where they are and you engage them where they're at so that you can kind of move the dialogue along. But shortly after, and that should only be just a few minutes. Shortly after that, you're going to say, hey, go ahead and click on this link. Now, based off of the conversation you have with them, you're going to move on to step number 8 and go to where they think you think they need to be. Because if they already have a wonderful website, that they built, they spend $20,000 to build, and they're all happy with it, then you don't need to show them the capability page. You just need to show them the video itself. And on the site, you'll go to where that's at. And I'll come back and go through details on all these things here in a second. Right now, I'm just going the overview of the process. Step number 9, after you show them the video, you're going to say, let's go to your website. And whatever their website is, it might be abccorporation.com or the name of the company that you're talking to, the prospect, their website here. And then you go to, can you imagine having a similar capability video on your website? And that's a question you want to kind of poke at them a little bit, right? You want them to understand their weaknesses and their challenges. And then you ask them, what are your core competencies? Core competencies are just what they're good at, what their services are, what they specialize in. Then you're going to say, let's see a video on core competencies. And then at that point, you show them that video. Then move on to step number 13. You'll say, can I help you get these? I can help you get these marketing tools set up on your site just in a few days. You're starting to move towards a soft sale at this point here. And then you're going to say, it's very affordable. Let me show you the pricing. And then you're going to go to the pricing page on the govmediamarketing.com site. And then you're going to ask them which package makes sense for you. And this is, again, a soft sell. But if they're ready to buy, they might just say, well, hey, I'm ready to buy package number 2 or package number 3. But here you're just gauging them. You're warming them up to see how hot, how cold they are at this point here. Because you're not asking me which package do you want to buy. You're asking which package makes sense to you. Then step number 16, then you say, right now we have a great bonus for you if you get started immediately. And this is kind of like the added bonus. Everybody wants more than what they pay for. And this is the govmarket.net website. And I will look at that in a second also. Step number 18. Then you go to, now you're trying to close them. Now let me take you back to the pricing page on govmedia.com, and let's review that together. And then they'll look at the packages. And then which package did you want to start with? 1, 2, 3, or 4 videos. Now you don't want to ask them yes or no questions, right? At this point, you just want to ask them questions where they're going to choose between 1, 2, 3, or 4 videos. And then if they can't choose between 1, 2, 3, or 4 videos, then you want to say, well, hey, why don't we start off on the web page and the one video. And then once that's done, then we'll consider all the other options. But let's get started there. And what I'll do for you is I will protect the pricing for the additional videos for up to 30 days. And then you move on to step number 20. Then you walk them through. They're ready. You say, hey, click on this buy now button. Click on the order button. They're going to click on the order button. And you walk them through. If they say, hey, I'm not ready to buy, then you try to close it. If they're not ready to buy, then they're not ready to buy. Then you say, well, hey, if you're not ready to, if this is not, or they might say, I need to talk to my partner. They might give you all kinds of different reasons. That's fine. Just say, well, I will send you the email with the link with things that we talk about, and I'll call you back tomorrow or something like that. And then you move on. If they're ready to buy, you move on through the payment, the checkout process. And then after they make payments, you're going to say, hey, the next step is you will receive a production form. And in that, it's going to ask you for your company information, your logo. You want to upload your logo. It's going to ask you for a few different things. And so just follow the little instructions. It's pretty easy to fill out. And then once you fill that out, our production team will start creating your video and your landing page. Do you have any questions for me? And then whatever questions they have, if they have, you answer those questions. If they don't have, then you will say, I'll follow up with you in a few days to see how things are going. And at that point, the production team takes over. And so they'll engage them, they'll gather all the information that they need, and then they'll move on to, once the video is produced, it will be delivered. At some point, once it's delivered, you'll be notified that the video is complete, it's been delivered. And then now you go to their website to see how it looks. And then you'll call them up in about 10 days or so. You'll call them up and you say, hey, I see the video on your website. How's it, how do you feel about it? Or if it's not up on the website yet, you'll ask them, hey, so it's not up on your website. Do you need help to get it up and so forth? But the main reason why you're making the follow-up phone call, you're trying to upsell them. You're making quality follow-up phone call, but you're really trying to upsell them on, if they only bought 1 video, now it's time to sell them on 2, 3, or 4 videos. If they bought 2 videos, you want to sell them 3 or 4. If they bought all 4 videos, then you want to upsell them on the capability statement or the capability brief, which is the PowerPoint. Or you might want to upsell them on the full website, depending what their needs are. So that's the quick flow of the capability video sales process. So now let's dive in. So let's start off with step number 1 and how to do the leads. So the leads will be sent to you in a format, in an Excel format. So this is a lead page You will receive a list of companies with name, the company name, the contact information, the address, and sometimes not all of them have a narrative, a little description about the company, and then also their email address, and you'll see their DUNS number and their phone number and their web page, and you know you might not see the 8A exit or 8A interest, but that's just additional information. But you'll see at a minimum there are company name, point of contact, address, email, website URL, and maybe a little description about the company. So once you receive the leads in Excel, then you can do more research on the company. And so if you receive a company and there's already the DUNS number for you here, then you want to go ahead and copy, go to the DUNS number and copy the DUNS number. And so you want to copy that DUNS number. Now the DUNS number should be 9-digit. And so if you count this here, you're going to see that this is not 9-digit. This here is 9-digit because you can see that that's 3339. Here, if you look at this here, this is only 8 digits. So we know that there was a number missing. And usually if it's 8-digit or 6 digits or 7 digits and it's not 9-digit, automatically you know that there's a 0 missing in front. So you're going to copy that and you want to do a little, once you get the leads, you're going to go and do research on this company. So I'm going to show you how to get your own leads also, and we'll come back on how to take the DUNS number. So now I'm going to show you how to do your own research. So you want to go to this website called dsbs.sba.gov. davidsamboysam.samboyapple.gov. dsbs.sba.gov, and you hit enter, and it's going to take you to this page here. And once you're on this page here, this is the SBA site that allows you to search on all 160, there's about 150 companies, a little bit under that are certified small businesses. And so this is that list there. So you're going to come here and you're going to choose a state. For most of us, we're suggesting that you start with South Carolina. If you're with Jim or Bruce or EWS, we're going to suggest that you start with Pennsylvania. So I'm going to go with Pennsylvania as an example. So I'm going to hit Pennsylvania. So that's the first thing. And I'm going to come down here. I'm going to choose only one niche or one type of certified company. So I'm going to say 8A certified. I'm going to choose 8A certified active registration certification only. Or you can choose HUBZone companies. You can choose women-owned down here. You can choose veteran-owned businesses. Doesn't matter what you choose, but this is you generate your own leads here. So I'm going to use 8A as an example. 8A active certification. Then I'm going to come down here. And if you want to narrow it based on certain industries or certain NAICS codes, you can do that also. So I'm going to pretend I'm going to focus on construction companies. And so you might think, well, I don't know any construction NAICS code. So you can do it by NAICS codes, or you can do it by keywords. So for most of you, keyword might be easier, but I'm going to show you both methods. So I'm going to show you through keywords. So I'm going to go type in construction, and that's the only keyword I use. Now, if you go by keywords, not all companies list keywords in the profile, and that's why you might miss some companies. And so, but I'm going to start with that first as an example. Then I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to go to the search results display option. And this is critical because if you look here on the list, it's going to give me the company name, the point of contact, the address, the city, the zip, and the narrative. What's missing? Email. Doesn't have email, does not have a phone number, does not have a website, does not have any other details in here. So it's important here, or DUNS number. So it's important here. You want to click the edit the columns to be displayed. So I'm going to click on this here. It's going to pull up here, and I'm going to come down here. I'm going to say, okay, I want to display more. I want it to display. I already have their address, so I want their email address. I want their DUNS number. I want their email address. You don't want the email. Email is not their website. That's something else. Where's their phone number? Did I miss the phone number? And then you want the phone number, and then you want to go down a little bit. So we got the critical stuff. You can, if you want to look for year established, so you can know how long they've been in business, that helps you out a little bit with information. I'm going to go ahead and add it. And then for 8A, you might want to see when they got into the 8A program and when they're going to exit out of the 8A program. That gives you a little bit more information. But now make sure that once you do that, you will see that it's been added up here. So now we have their narrative, DUNS, email, phone number, years established, 8A exit and entrance date. Make sure that you hit the save button, because if you don't hit the save, it's not going to capture that information when you do the research. So I'm going to hit the save button. So now you'll see that it's all here now. So once that's done, scroll down here and it says format, shown the search results in. And you can do it in the table format, which will be a live, on the website for you. I like to do it in Excel. So I hit HTML import format, Excel, XLS. So it's going to create an Excel sheet for me. Then once I'm done with that, then I want to hit this bottom left button. It says search using these criteria. So I'm going to hit search. And it's going to take a second. It's going to create a little Excel sheet for me. And I'm going to upload it. There we go. So you can see that if I go down, I have a total of 24 companies right here, 24 that are 8A certified, that has the word construction in their profile. So now this is my list. So I just showed you one way how to find companies. I'm going to show you a second way of how to find companies. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to keep it Pennsylvania. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to change it to HUBZone only. I'm going to say 8A not required. I'm going to look for HUBZone companies. And then I'm going to say, hey, I'm not going to use construction because I don't want to do by keyword. I want to do a little bit more exhaustive on all HUBZone that have NAICS codes and let's say IT. And so to find IT companies, or let's stick with construction. Let's assume that we didn't put keywords and you want to find NAICS codes. NAICS stands for North American Industrial Classification System. So I want to go to this website called census.gov/NAICS. Census.gov/NAICS. I'm going to hit enter. It's going to take me to the government site. And I'm on the census site, and where it says NAICS code search, enter digits 2 to 6. I want to enter keyword. I don't want to do digits. I just want to do keyword. So I'm going to put in construction because I'm trying to find construction NAICS code. Once I type in that word, I'm going to hit search. And it's going to pull up a whole bunch of construction NAICS code here for me. And so based on these NAICS code, I'm going to choose a few. Now, I don't want any of the 213 because this is not the type of construction companies I'm looking for. I want to get to the 236. So this is vacation home single family general contractor. So this construction company, they build vacation home, timeshare, townhome, As you can see that 236115, they build different types of residential housing. Let's assume that I want to find more, I want to get away from single family housing. I want to get into more multifamily. So it'll be 236116. So that will be 1X code. I want to get into townhomes and other types. So I can get into the 236118. I can go to, you know, the 236210, which is commercial and industrial buildings. So now I'll choose a few of these here. So I'll copy this here. Control C. I'll come back and I will paste it here. And then I want to put commas in here. 236, 210, 236, 115. This is the residential. 236, 116, 236, 117. You can put as many as you want. But for my purpose, I'm just going to use these 5 as an example. So now I put the NAICS code. I'm not using the keywords. Then I go back down here. I want to make sure that the year, the phone number, DUNS number, email, all of that is still here. Then I go down to search. No, this time I'm not going to do the Excel. I'm going to just use the table format because I'm going to show you a different way of how this is going to load up for you. So I'm going to do table format. I'm going to hit search. So this time, as you can see, it didn't give me an Excel sheet. It gave me just an online sheet here. And so for this here, I can see that there's 13 profiles of HUBZone companies in Pennsylvania that are in construction based on those 5 NAICS code I put in. So if I want to find out more detail about this one company, I can click on, I can go to their, you can see that they have their email, their phone numbers here. You can see that, you know, I can get their website. Where's the website? Oh, do we not do their website? Oh, maybe we did. Oh, we didn't do the website on when we were polling in the search. So let me go back. Let me go back there and do website because I missed that. So everything should still be the same. When you come back here, it should still be the same. But what I did was when I was doing it down here in the search result, I forgot to put website. So I'm going to go back in here, scroll down, and go to add website URL right here. Click on that and come back up here. Now the website is up here. I'm going to hit save. There we go. Now we have the website. Then table format, I'm going to search. There we go. You can see that not all companies have website. You can see that some of them have website, some of them don't. But for example, let me see if I see one in here. Yeah. Okay, so this company, they don't have a website, but it looks like this may be SMFY. So this is another way of how you can get to their website. You can see they don't have a URL over here, but you can see that this is their email. So this is their website here. And you can kind of go to. So this is all, now I'm shifting to how to find leads to how to do research on the companies. So I've shown you 2 different ways of how to get the leads. Now I want to show you how to do a quick research on these companies. Now this may not be a real live website because it's taking a long time to pull up. Sometime I'm gonna put www in front just in case that. Yeah, so there's nothing here. So delete that. So let's take this first company as an example. Let's take the second one because this is Six Sigma. I'm not quite sure what they do. So let me just go with the second one. BBIX. So it says here it's owned by Alan Shafi, full service AE firm. AE stands for architectural and engineering firm, specializing in innovative original building, blah blah blah. So click on their name and takes me to the details of their site here. But let me go back. So I have the information. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna go to their site. Yeah, I actually just want to copy it because I don't want to open it inside of the SBA browser. I want to open it outside on just the regular Chrome site. No, they're saying HTTPS. They're probably not a HTTPS site. So yeah. Oh, so their website is gone. So that first company, let me go to the second company. Oh yeah, we'll try to do the second company anyway. So that's my bad. I went to the wrong site. I should listen to you, Greg. So I'm gonna go open up this browser here, paste the company URL, and go to their site. Ooh, what do you guys think about this website? It is like built in 1980. Oh yeah, right here, built in 2002. You see that? 2002. They have not updated their website since 2002, and they are a HUBZone company. So they don't have a video. So guess what? Opportunity to sell them a capability video. They do say they're a HUBZone company. So I'm gonna click on this link, see where it takes me. So it says, what is a HUBZone company? And it just tells me a little bit what a HUBZone company. This is not a government-friendly website. And so when a government buyer comes into this site, they're thinking this company has no idea how to speak to our language. That's a good question. We're going to check that in a second. First of all, their site is ugly, and the logo is ugly too. But I'm not going to tell them that when I call them up. But they might need to know the truth. So if you're BBIX and you're watching this video, we can help you with your website. So you come to their site. They don't really speak government. And so the only thing they have that really address government is their HUBZone tab up here. Outside of that, I really don't see anything else. Let me dig down a little deeper. I mean, they're huge. They got 3 offices around the country, so looks like they've got real business. They just don't understand about digital marketing, and they're probably true architectural engineers, and some engineers aren't wired from a marketing perspective, and their business might be based strictly on referrals. So we know that this company needs help. Now I'm gonna dive a little deeper on this company. So the first thing I did was I went to their website to see how government friendly they are. So I know that they're not government friendly already. So I'm gonna come back to the SBA site here, and I'm going to take their DUNS number this time. I'm gonna take this DUNS number, and again, DUNS number should be 9-digit. So I'm gonna verify that. So this is 9 digits, so we're good. If it's not, there should be a 0 in front. Oh, wasn't trying to do that. Control C that. And then I'm going to go to another website called usaspending.gov. usaspending.gov. And on this site, it's going to allow me to see how many contracts they won or have not won. So I'm going to click on the top right here where it says Advanced Data Search. And then once I click on that, it's going to take me to the second page. And I'm going to check 3 years, 2015, 14, and 13. Now, automatically it's going to check contract. You don't necessarily want grants, loans, or other things. But automatically it's going to show contracts. So you want, that's checked. 3 previous years. And so I want to see how much contracts they won the last 3 years in the government space. Now, this is not commercial contract. This is only government. And when I say government, it's only federal contract. It doesn't track state or local. It only tracks federal contracts. I'm gonna paste their DUNS number in here. As I paste their DUNS number in here, that's all I want. Just a quick overview to see if they won contracts. I'm gonna come down to the bottom or to the top and hit submit. Oh, $0. They have not won any federal contract as a prime. Now, when you talk to them, don't say that they've never won contract because they may have won contract as a subcontractor. Because engineers, they're usually a second tier service provider to the government because the contract usually goes to the general contractor and then they hire out the engineer. So don't insult them by saying you never won a government contract. When you're talking to them, keep in the back of your mind that they've never won a prime contract, which is directly with the government, because the government has direct engineering work also. So now I have a little bit more information. They have a lousy website and they've never won government contracts. So that gives me a little bit more info about this company. And you can stop at this point and then call them and go to the next step, step number 3, and call them. Or you can say you can dig a little bit deeper. And to dig a little deeper on this company, you can come back here and take the company name. And well, if you click on their profile, right? If you click on their profile and you just click anywhere here, click on their name, and it's going to dive deeper. It's going to allow you to look at their company profile a little bit more. And so here, so it says that they have a parent company. See, by diving deeper into the SBA profile, it tells you that they have a parent company. And so now I can take this parent company. So someone may have bought them out. And so they have a parent company. Now, most companies don't have a parent company. Most companies, they're just solely owned by the owners. But in this situation, they have a parent company. So I'm going to go back to USA Spending. And what I did was I copied the parent company's DUNS number. And I want to go back to USA Spending. And I want to see if the parent company have won government contracts. And I'm going to go paste the DUNS number here. And then I'm going to hit submit. So the parent company for the last 3 years, they won about $3 million. So that gives me a little bit better perspective on them. So by going a little deeper into this company, it allows me to see that they have a parent company. Now, if I scroll down a little further, I want to try to get a quick overview of their company. So they started in 2001. They built their website in 2002 and haven't touched it since. They are not an 8A company. They are a HUBZone company, but they got HUBZone certified in 2009. This is the owner, Alan Shafi, and this is the partner. And then HUBZone 2009. So they don't list any bonding capacity. They are architectural service. This is the primary NAICS code. And then the keywords, you can see that keywords, these are all the keywords. And then in terms of references of projects that they worked on, it says that they worked on these projects here. And so this first one is not a government project, or maybe it's a housing project, but it may not be tied to government. But they did a $2.5 million project, but this is way in 2003. These are really old, 1987, 900,000. And so they probably registered a long time ago, never updated much of their website. And so they won some good contracts. Most of them, here's one for the Department of Labor, Jobs Corps. And so $2 million. So yeah, they're making money. So they have money to sell or to buy our services and our products. But they just don't have a very good brand um, in terms of digital brand in the government space. So, so now we've done a little research. We found that this company is a potential candidate. We know that they need our products. And so at this point, I'm going to move on to step number two and step number three. And then I'm just going to go here, take their phone number here, and I'm going to call them up. And I know I'm going to call Shafi up because he's the point of contact, Alan Shafi. And then I'm going to call there and I'm going to say, go through the phone script. Now, let me show you the phone script that we currently have. And the phone script is subject to change, but I'm going to pull up the phone script that we currently have so you have a rough idea of what the phone script is looking like. So this is the phone script that we're using right now. So when you call someone up, you're going to say, "Hey, I'm Abraham with the Government Contracting Association. I'm a contract specialist, and I was just reviewing your website and your information to see how strong you guys are in the government space. And I noticed that there was a few things that's on there that was great, but a few things that can be improved on. And I also see that you're registered in SAM, so that's good. Are you still interested in really doing and winning more government contracts?" And obviously, you're asking them a question that they're going to say yes. Now, a few of them might say no, but most of them, they're in SAM. SAM.gov is, just so you know, SAM.gov is the website, the vendor database that every business registered to do work for the government must be in. So I have a little quick intro, and then I'm gonna ask the next question. Do you have the right marketing tools? And they say, "Well, what do you mean by that?" They say, "Yeah, we've got brochures, we got this and this and this." And at that point, you say, "Well, let me show you, what I mean by the right marketing tools. If you are you in front of your computer?" They're going to say yes or no. And if they say yes, you say, "Well, go to this website here, govmediamarketing.com." And then when they're going to click on that link, it's going to take them to the GovMedia marketing site, which is this here. So they're going to go in here, govmediamarketing.com, and so they're going to come here. You can say, "You see that video right there, right in front of you? Click on that video." They're going to click on that video. And right now, the video is not up connected to this site yet because we're reworking the video right now. But when they click on that video, it's going to take them to this site here. Let me pull it up. So it's going to pull up this site.
Online video and mobile communication are transforming how companies market themselves today and can have a huge impact on your company winning more government contracts. Video is today's preferred method for educating and communicating.
Okay, so I'm not going to play the whole video, but the video will be live here. When you take them to the site, you say when they go to the GovMedia marketing site, this video will be live. You ask them nicely to click on that link, and they watch the video. After they watch the video, then you go back here. If they say no, then see how can you follow up with them. But once they watch the video, then let me go back to our process because some of this here we slightly tweaked some of those things there. So once they watch the video, then you're shifting to step number 5 or step number 6. So let's do a quick recap. I've shown you how to get leads, or you've been provided leads. You've done a little research on the company. You call them, and they say yes, so that you've taken them to the website. They watch the video. Then you're going to ask them the question, "Do you understand why video is so important?" And they're going to say yes or no. If they're really interested, they're going to say yes. Now, some of them may say no because they're just being a smart aleck, or they have no interest in this here. But it's pretty obvious that they should say yes. And then at that point, you engage them on a brief conversation. Just have a little discussion with them about video, and we've already given you some pointers about why video is so important. Even though it's said that in the video, you want to bring it back up, and you're going to say, "Hey, did you know that having a video will allow your audience to stay on your website 10,000 times longer. Now I'm just making that up, but the Bruce and Jim and Mari will tell you the specific details on what percentage that is. And then now we're on to step number 8. So at that point, they watch the video, you've had a little conversation with them. The reason why you're having a conversation with them is to try to identify what how they feel and where they feel the weaknesses are. Then you move on to step number 8. And step number 8 is and you're going to ask them, well, at this point here, I want you to click on where you feel their needs are. And if you feel that their needs are, if their needs are a capability video, then you take them, you say, hey, click on the capability video tab. You see that little tab down there at the bottom left? Big red button. Click on the capability video tab, and they're going to click on this here. If you feel that they need a capability web page, which includes a video, you show them this here. So let's take them to the capability web page. And so now that they're here, so now this is an example, because let me go back to our prototype company that we're looking at, right? This is their website. And this site does not speak government at all. So you're going to take them to this site, and they're going to see, wow, this site, man, this speaks to government. It's got their DUNS number on the top left here. It's got their case number. It's got a little video here. It talks about all their certifications and, you know, all these different important things about the company. And then you can say, I want you to click on this little video here. And then they're going to click on this video. And when they click on that video, it's going to take them to the ADG overview site. So let me play this right here.
From international ADG company, founded by Diana Patterson, is a 100% woman-owned, small disadvantaged business enterprise headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia. But more than that, ADG is a solutions-oriented company focused on delivering quality.
So again, they're going to watch this video. This is an example of a video, a capability video that they don't have. And so now we're trying to make the point that they need this here without saying that they need this here, by just showing them. By demonstrating, it tells them that they need this here. So once they watch that video, then you're going to go to step number 9. And step number 9 says, even though you've already seen their website, they don't know that you've seen their website. So you're gonna say, well, you know, let's go to your website for a second. And so they're gonna say, okay, yeah. And then you say, you know, okay, so what's your website URL? Even though you know it, you're gonna ask them, because you don't want them to think that you're spooking on them. And so you're what do they call it when you're stalking them? Yes. Yeah, so you want to make sure that they don't feel that you're stalking them. And so even though you know their website URL, just say, so what's your website URL? Let's go there. And then they're going to go there on their site, and you're going to go there on your end also. And when you come to this site, you're going to say, so how do you feel about your website? Does it really speak to government buyers? And then they say, well, no, not really. And then you say, you know, look at the ADG website, their website, and they have a government, government video. They've got a government landing page. It speaks to their audience, the government. And then I mean, you don't want to make them feel too bad. You want to agitate them a little bit just so that they can feel that there's a need. When we go to their website, what we're really trying to establish is that they have a need for the product, for the service that we're offering. And so as you're here, you show them, that, hey, you don't have a government tab, you don't have a video, and you're just establishing need. And then you go on to the next step. And then step number 10 is you're going to ask them, can you imagine having a similar capability video on your website? So when the government comes to your website, it's going to be so much stronger. So how would you feel if you have a capability video on your site? Say, oh, man, I would love that. Or they might say, well, I don't really think I need it. Because if they say they don't really need it, they're not really interested, right? And you've already shown them the importance of a video, of a capability video. You've already shown them that, that what a good one looks like, and they're still not convinced at this point here, then that this is really cold, and either they're not the right person, or they really have no interest in it, or they don't want to win contracts. So once you see their website, you can say, well, what are your core competencies? And you might be even ask them while you're on their website, right? So while you're on their website, you say, so what are your core competencies? Even though it's kind of here, you ask them. You say, yeah, we specialize in architecture, we're an engineering company, we do design build and whatever else they say. And then once they do that, you come back here and then you can say, well, let me show you a video on core competencies that describes really what you're really specializing in the government space. So at that point, you go back here and you can say, hey, you see that? Uh, you see, on this website here, if you go down here on the bottom right, you see where it says core competencies, logistics management. Click on that video. They're going to click on this video here, and it's going to take them to this video.
One-stop shopping for at ADG, we provide unparalleled expertise in global logistics and supply chain management, offering one-stop shopping for all your transportation needs, from small packages to...
So once they watch this video, now they understand what a core competencies, or a more detailed video of what it should look like. Now remember, the top one is an overview. It just says they do ABC. It doesn't go to what ABC is. And then now you're showing them the core competency site down here. So after they watch that video, then you move on to the next step. I can help you get these marketing tools set up for you in just a few days. Now you're moving towards the close now. So you're step number 13. You're moving towards the close. Now we get to step number 14. You're going to start to move towards, it's very affordable. Let me show you the pricing on our pricing page. And then you say, go back to govmediamarketing.com. It says, you see at the top right there where it says pricing, click on that link right there. And then they're going to click on it, and it's going to come down here. It's going to show the packages. You can see that it's very affordable. Just for a few $100s, you can get the capabilities page, the one and the video for only $499. And then you can say, based on the 3 core competencies that you have, you should get the off the last package, which is the $999 package. It comes with the overview video, and it comes with the 3 core competency videos. So now you're gonna see some resistance, because now you're trying to close them, right? You're gonna see some resistance from them, or you're gonna feel like, oh, is that it? I thought it was thousands of dollars. And then you're gonna say, well, we specialize in creating great marketing videos for companies in the government space, because we want you to have the best chance of winning government contracts. So then you're gonna go to move to the close. You're not quite ready to close them yet. You've shown them the pricing page. You're step number 15. You're gonna say, which package makes sense for you? So you're here and you're showing them these packages, and you're asking them which package makes sense for you. You're not saying which package are you going to buy. You don't want to say that, because you're filling them out. Which package makes sense for you? And they might say, well, I want the 4 videos. And if they're really ready to close, they're hot and they're ready to buy, just say, well, hey, well, if you're ready to get started, then click on the order now button. If they're not quite ready to get started, you don't want to ask that question. You want to follow the script and move with the script to the next step. If they're not quite ready to they say, well, I'm not sure which package, and they're feeling, just dancing around, not quite ready to move, then you want to go to the next step. You say, hey, right now, if you get started with one of the packages right now, we have a bonus for you. And since you're in front of your computer, I want you to go to step number 17, which is govmarket.net. So you tell them, go to govmarket.net. and then they're going to type in govmarket.net. They're going to go enter, and it's going to take them to this site here. And then you're going to say, as a business in the government market, you're going to need teaming partnership. For you, because you're an engineering and architectural firm, you might need some general contractors to be partners within the government space. You might need some other small businesses to help you do some draft work and so forth. Well, this site allows you to connect with other government contractors for teaming purposes, events, other things. You can find it all on this site. And then you're going to tell them right now, um, if you click on the join button, I want to show you the packages here. You see this here? Uh, I'm, because I'm on the phone with you today, we've worked out a very special bonus for you. I can offer you the $499 package at no cost to you. It's free if you get started on the capability video site, the capability video and the website. And so you get a $499 package, and you also get the videos and the government landing page website for you. And so now you've incentivized them to buy now. That's what you've done. Then you'll shift to, you've shown them the bonus. Then you come back. Now you're trying to go for the close. You're going to say, well, go back to the packages. They're going to go back to the packages, which is this page here. And at this point here, you're going to go ahead and ask him for the close. You're going to say, which package did you want to start with? Because now you're closing them. Did you want the capability page with the video, or 2, 3, 4 videos? Which one is did you want to start with? Now you're not asking, are you interested to buy? Because if they stay with you on the phone for this whole time, you're assuming that they want to buy. This is called, in sales, this is called the assumptive close. You're assuming that they're going to buy. They're going to close with you. So you've done that. Then you move to step number 20. And so step number 20, if you feel a little resistance, if you think price is an issue, and they say, well, I'm not sure which package to start with, then you'll say, well, hey, let me do this here. Why don't we start with the one video and the website? Because that's very affordable. And what I would do for you is I will protect your pricing for all the other videos that you'll need for up to 30 days, so that you don't have to pay full pricing for additional videos if you need them in the near future. So then you'll say, let's get started. And then you're making the assumptive close that if they're on the phone with you this time, they're going to close with you. You're going to say, well, let's get started. Click on the order now. And you're going to click on the order now, and it's going to take them to the order page. And then while they're on the order page, you walk them through the whole process. And they're going to enter in their information, their payment information, their credit card information, and they're going to check out. Once they finish checking out, then you move to the next step, which is, after you walk them through the checkout process, you're going to tell them, well, the next step is you will receive a production form. It's going to come to you by email, and so you want to fill it out. And if you have any questions, feel free to call our production team. This is their phone number. Their phone number is 877-779-6101. And so you're going to get that from the production team, the form, fill that out. And then I'll follow you up in a few days, see how things are going. Well, thank you so much for buying the capability video as well as the web page. And I appreciate your business, and I'll follow up with you in a few days. So at that point, the production team takes over from that. They're going to engage them. They're going to take the form in. They're going to create the web page and the videos. And then in about 7 to 10 days or so, once they submit the intake form or the production form, it's going to take about 5 to 10 days, depending on how busy the team is. Then it will be delivered to them. Once the video is delivered, you should have been notified that the video has been delivered to the client, to the customer. Then you're going to move on to step number 24, which you're going to do a follow-up call. And so you're going to call them a few days after they received it, and usually 10 days after you've talked to them the first time, because by this point the video should have been sent to them already. And you're going to say, hey, I saw on your website and it looks great. The video looks awesome. What did you think about it? And you kind of get their feel, gauge them a little bit. And then if they might say, well, you know what, there was something on there that I wasn't really happy about. Well, that's good. That's why I'm calling you, so that we can make it sure that it's a perfect production for you. So what it is that you need to tweak. Now they should have tweaked all that with the production team before it's finalized, but just in case they're not happy about something, you can kind of take that, get back to the production team, but they should be happy already at this point. So then you'll say, or they might not have the video up on their website yet, and the capability web page is not up for some reason. It's up on our site, but it's not up, attached to their website or something. Because the way the video, the capability web page should look like is, if you go back to their site, if this is their site, it should have a new tab, and it should say government. It will have a government tab underneath technology. And so if you don't see that they have a government tab, when they click on the government tab, it should take them to a similar page like this here for the BBIX company. So when they come here, it should say BBIX instead of ADG, because they'll have their own government landing page like this here. And so when you call them, you're going to say, well, hey, I saw it, that it's live, is great. Or if it's not up yet, you're going to ask them why it's not up yet. Then you're going to, the main reason why you're making the follow-up phone call is you want to upsell them. Because if they bought the web page with the video, then at this point, this is perfect time to sell them on 2, 3, or 4 more videos. If they bought 4 videos, then you want to sell them on the capability statement. And you want to sell them on the capability brief. And for the purpose of today, I'm not going to train everybody on what a capability statement is or what a capability brief is, the details of it, but we'll train that in another video. So that's it. So that's the sales process. We've gone from step number 1 all the way to step number 25. If you have other questions, reach out to the person that invited you to be part of the sales process here, to be part of the sales team. If you're part of GCA, reach out to Mario. If you're part of EWS or any other part of our marketing partners out there, engage the person that invited you to be part of our team, and they'll give you more information. Thanks for joining us, and this is Abraham signing out. Until next time.